on to the presentation of the next team. Next up, we will have a team from Aoba-Japan International School, consisting of Tarek Chung, Ray Crouch, and Alan Ham. Please take the stage and begin your presentation. Are you ready?
Yeah. Before I start, I would like to give the judges these. These are just something we have finished before the pitch. So, before I start, I think I should greet the judges properly, right? Ni hao. Konnichiwa. Hello. Today, me and my team have created this pitch. And before I start, I would like to ask you all here, can you tell the difference between these two? Except that this is blurrier. No? Well, actually there isn't. As you can tell, they're both happy, they both got good grades, and they have a bright future, correct? However, the key point is, they're being taught language in a different way, which will affect how their future pays off. Today, our topic is an alternative language education in Asia. And here's my team. I'm from Aoba-Japan International School. Before we start, I would like to say, we are really lucky enough to be in an international school, as we're able to have the perspective, a unique perspective towards the world. And that different cultures and customs can be learned. Why? It's because we're in an international school and we get to see many different classmates and teachers from different countries and learn from them. We have classmates from like Japan, America, Philippines, Korea, Hong Kong, and many more that we get to learn from. And therefore this pitch. Why? Is because we found out a very big issue in a Asia public school or local school system. A normal public school student tend to have little knowledge towards different cultures, mannerisms, and culture, but they do have knowledge towards their own. Why? It's because that's what education in public schools teach them. That is a major issue because when you don't have the knowledge towards other culture, you cannot reach there, while other nations really tend to offer you very good opportunities there and give you very good life standards. English is a universal language, but why? It is because in this digital age, more and more people get to know it. Although it already was before this digital age, more and more people got to learn this language and communicate together. This connects the world together because we have a common language. If Japan were only able to speak Japanese, if China was only able to speak Chinese, they can't communicate. But by learning English, they can connect. However, kids learn language in schools, but the way they learn language is the problem we found. Schools tend to only teach language using writing, grammar, and they only focus on that, while students cannot really get much. I believe all the speakers here today, you guys prepared a script for this speech, right? A script is scripted, right? Respond. Yes. Yes. Respond.
No.
No? We all have a script prepared for today, but that script is not really real life conversation. That is the main issue with education right now, because we cannot communicate together properly. Most people only got to learn writing, grammar, but communicating in real life cannot be simulated. Like me talking to you right now, I cannot predict this because I'm not Superman or whatever. But if we change the school system, if we change the education system, that is totally possible. If we focus more on communication, this whole writing thing, also writing is important. As you see, judges are writing right now. If we don't know how to write, that's a problem. we need to focus more on communicating, because that's what language is for. That's what language is for since the dawn of human beings. We use language to talk, to communicate. Writing is just what comes next. So that's why we created this, and I hope you like my pitch. Thank you very much. Oh, well, someone added this. In conclusion, we believe that the education system has lots and lots of room to grow, and that if our current generations are all taught a common language, the world can be more united, and therefore progressing globalization. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the pitch. So we'll now move on to the Q&A sessions. Judges, do you have any questions?
Hi, thank you so much for your wonderful pitch. Very passionate. I just have one question for you. How does your product actually work?
Alright, so what we want to do is we want to teach English or other languages by giving like actual conversations with people who are wanting to learn English. So we just speak to them. We speak to them with whatever they want to talk about, and we teach them like, hey, maybe this phrase is better, more applicable to this conversation, and that's one aspect. And another thing is that we want to teach like more advanced vocabulary to people as well. And what we kind of noticed was that when learning a new language, when you're trying to get to know more higher level vocabulary, you try to translate to your own primary language. And we find that it's kind of not as effective as first learning the basic language of the language you want, the basic vocabulary of the language you want to learn, and then building off of that what you already know, the secondary language. And we believe that that will be a more efficient way to learn a language, if that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's all done through the app?
It's more like,
I think,
a reform of education.
a very good connection to the other speakers. I think 2 speakers ago, one of them created a thing called Link. Was it? Or who created Link? The one where you can use Zoom to talk to people. Yeah, I think that would also be a very good way for us, for 2 teams to really connect, because this is what this pitch is for, right? You connect with other speakers and you learn from them, and maybe even work together.
Great, thank you very much.
Thank you for your teamwork here.
Thank you.
Who will be the teachers?
We just encourage any native English speaker or native any language speaker to have conversations with people who want to learn their language, and just teach them if they want to. We would have advertisements, social media, calling for people to kind of volunteer to help teach other people. And that's how we would get teachers.
Thank you.
Thank you for the great presentation and the interactive, unique presentation. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And what is your target country? Japan or other country? Or
Currently, as a main issue we see is most likely in Asia. Me, myself, I'm from Hong Kong, and we have teammates from Korea and other countries. This issue can be seen throughout Asia, because Asia mostly doesn't speak English or doesn't take English as a primary language. So for now, maybe we're focusing just in Asia, specifically Japan, Hong Kong, China, those countries.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We have reached the end of the time, so we will end the Q&A session. Thank you very much.
Thank you.